All right, Cowboys Nation, buckle up. We've got a Texas-sized tornado of drama swirling around America's team, and you won't believe what's going down. Jerry Jones just had an epic meltdown that's got the whole league talking. Micah Parsons' return, timeline is hotter news than a Dallas summer, and Mike McCarthy? Well, let's just say his seat isn't just hot, it's on fire. This isn't your average Cowboys update. This is the kind of earth-shaking news that could change the course of our season. So grab your star-spangled jersey and settle in, because we're diving deep into the latest Cowboys chaos that's got everyone from Jerry World to Washington, D.C. buzzing. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Jerry Jones' meltdown. Now, we all know Jerry's never been one to bite his tongue, but his recent outburst has got the whole NFL talking. After the Cowboys' embarrassing loss to the Packers, our outspoken owner couldn't hold back anymore. In a post-game press conference that'll go down in infamy, Jerry let loose on everything from the coaching staff to the players' performance. Picture this, Jerry, red-faced and fuming, standing at the podium like a man possessed. He started off relatively calm, saying, "We're better than this. We have to be better than this." But then, folks, the dam broke. Jerry went on a 5-minute tirade that had reporters' jaws on the floor. He called out the defense for being softer than a marshmallow in a campfire, and don't even get me started on what he said about the offensive line's performance. But the real kicker? Jerry dropped this bombshell. Changes are coming. Mark my words. This isn't the Cowboys football I signed up for, and by God, we're gonna fix it. Now, I don't know about you, but when Jerry starts talking about changes, it's time to buckle up. This meltdown isn't just your run-of-the-mill owner frustration. It's a clear sign that patience is wearing thin in Dallas. We've seen Jerry upset before, but this was different. You could practically see the steam coming out of his ears. It's got everyone from fans to analysts speculating about what these changes might entail. And speaking of changes, let's shift gears to our superstar linebacker, Micah Parsons. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you might have missed the news that Micah's been sidelined with an injury. But fear not, Cowboys faithful, because we've got some updates on his timetable for return. According to inside sources, Micah's been making steady progress in his recovery. The initial fears of a season-ending injury have been put to rest, thank goodness. But here's the thing, the Cowboys' medical staff is being extra cautious with our defensive cornerstone. They're looking at a potential return in about 4-6 weeks, which, let's be real, watching our defense without Micah is like watching a lion pride without its alpha. It just doesn't have the same bite. But here's the silver lining, this time off could be a blessing in disguise. It gives Micah the chance to fully heal and come back stronger than ever for the crucial late-season push. In the meantime, we've got to give props to the coaching staff for adapting. They've been mixing up defensive schemes, trying to fill that Micah-sized hole in our lineup. It hasn't been perfect, but they're doing their best to weather the storm until our wrecking ball returns. And while we're on the topic of coaching, let's address the elephant in the room, Mike McCarthy's future with the Cowboys. Folks, it's not looking good. After another disappointing playoff exit last season, and this year's roller coaster start, the rumor mill is working overtime. The whispers of McCarthy's departure are getting louder by the day. Let's break it down. McCarthy came to Dallas with high expectations. He was supposed to be the guy to finally get us over the hump, to bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Jerry World. But 3 years in, and we're still stuck in the same old loop of almost, but not quite. The criticisms are piling up faster than incomplete passes on third down. People are questioning his game management, his ability to make crucial in-game adjustments, and most importantly, his leadership in high-pressure situations. It's like watching a rerun of a show we've seen too many times before. Now, I'm not saying McCarthy's a bad coach. The man's got a Super Bowl ring, for crying out loud. But sometimes, the fit just isn't right. And in Dallas, with the pressure cooker that is Jerry Jones's expectations and the fan base's desperation for success, it's looking more and more like McCarthy might be the wrong piece for this particular puzzle. The grim reality is this: if the Cowboys don't make a deep playoff run this year, we might be seeing McCarthy's last dance in Dallas. Jerry's patience is wearing thin, and after that meltdown we talked about earlier, it's clear that he's ready to shake things up if things don't improve dramatically. But here's where it gets interesting. If McCarthy goes, who's next in line? The coaching carousel is already spinning, and some big names are being thrown around. There's talk of maybe trying to lure Cian Payton out of retirement. Others are pushing for an up-and-coming coordinator to bring some fresh ideas to the table. Heck, I've even heard whispers about Jerry making a play for Bill Belichick if the Patriots decide to part ways with the coaching legend. Whatever happens, one thing's for sure: the next few months are going to be crucial for the future of this franchise. We're at a crossroads, Cowboys Nation. The decisions made in the coming weeks and months could shape the direction of this team for years to come. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What does all this mean for the Cowboys moving forward? Well, it's clear that we're in for some turbulent times. The combination of Jerry's frustration, Micah's injury, and the uncertainty surrounding McCarthy creates a perfect storm of drama and speculation. But here's the thing: sometimes, it's these moments of crisis that can define a team. How we respond to these challenges will show what this Cowboy squad is really made of. Are we going to crumble under the pressure, or are we going to rise above it and prove the doubters wrong? I've got to say, despite all the doom and gloom, I'm excited to see how this plays out. There's something electrifying about being on the cusp of potentially massive changes. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, not knowing if you're about to fall or fly. One thing's for certain: the next few games are going to be crucial. Every win, every loss, every play is going to be scrutinized under a microscope. The players are going to have to dig deep and show what they're made of. It's time for our stars to shine, for our leaders to lead, and for everyone wearing that star on their helmet to remember what it means to be a Dallas Cowboy. And let's not forget about us, the fans. Cowboys Nation, we've been through thick and thin with this team. We've celebrated the highs and weathered the lows. Now, more than ever, our boys need our support. Let's pack a T&T Stadium, let's make our voices heard, and let's show the world why we're the best fan base in the NFL. As we wrap up this video, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Jerry's meltdown? Are you worried about Micah's injury, or do you think our defense can hold the fort until he returns? And what about McCarthy? Should he stay or should he go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going.